Guys, welcome back to the FIO podcast. Let's not get into ever you've been hiding and all of that. Like, I'm here now. I've been headlocked to come here.
Just about.
Bro, it's my son's birthday tomorrow, but I've been headlocked. It's fine.
Don't draw that. Don't pull that card.
Sharp said, fuck them kids.
Don't pull that card out now. It's your son's
Sharp
birthday
said, fuck
tomorrow.
them kids, bro. I had to pull up, but it is what it is. I'm going to drive back same night, but it's fine. It happens, innit? But before anything else...
1 second, let me get the violin out, innit?
He can't talk.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, he can't talk.
I don't want to hear that.
Wallah, he can't talk.
Consistency.
This is the guy that said he had the longest week on a Monday. He can't talk to me, bro. He can't talk to me. But listen, whilst we're bantering, stop, pause, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Please help us in this algorithm because I'm trying to get paid for this. I'll be real with you, man.
Like, you're so much better at this than we are, bro.
No, you're coming nervous.
We are
Okay, but bro, you've done 3 years.
We say it.
You've done 3 years, though.
Wallah, we say it at the end. We never ever say this at the start.
You know the last pod that he done it with? I was watching my wife in it, yeah. When I see him just go, hey guys, welcome back. I dash my phone.
I never like it, bro.
Bro, you've done it for 3 years. What are you hiding from?
I still don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it.
Sorry about this, but that's how this normally starts. We have some real in-house
like
problems.
I
know, yeah.
I was looking at it like, well, I actually love you.
Right,
but he's irritating me. First and foremost, whilst we was arguing, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I want to say that twice. I'm trying to get paid. But before anything else, this is a special one. It's different. It's informative. It's a vibe at the same time. We got my brother here with us today. He's going to introduce himself firstly. But before that, we got the Oreo with us.
We're back.
We're back.
Like, leave that joke alone, man.
No, I'm not. It's not done it well. We got Sharpie, Izzy, Westside.
Why are you introducing us like they don't know us, bro?
They don't know you guys. Because you don't say your name in the beginning.
They know. Our name pops up.
Who knows? They know who I am.
Nah, they don't know.
I'm the one that actually comes to podcasts and pods.
Oh, you're the one. You're the TikTok.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
I don't come dapping and laughing.
I'm
not laughing.
No. He's sending for us.
I'm just saying I come to podcasts not just to dap up Izzy every single time.
Keep that energy, bro.
Or oversleep. But
just come, innit?
That's another story. Just oversleep. That's another story.
High energy.
High energy. I'm just here to shoot niggas. That's what.
Do your thing, bro. Carry on, bro.
You know how scared I am?
We're not here right now, so if you want to take the pod, this is you. We're just going to sit here silent and just laugh when we need to laugh.
You're going to laugh anyhow.
You said we're here for banter. You said we're here for banter, right?
Yeah.
So we'll laugh when we need to laugh and you need this conversation.
I miss Chubby Rule with you, bro.
Fuck you, asshole,
I've introduced the Oreo anyhow. I am back. I'm actually going to be more consistent now because I had a family to raise, but Sharp said that's secondary, innit? But that is what it is. First and foremost, I have missed you guys, but like I said, this is a good episode. If you're washing dishes, washing your clothes, put that down. If you're watching something else, put that down. Lock in with FIO. Oh, no, one more thing. We have a barbecue coming up. We're not just podcasters.
This guy is active today.
It's been a minute. Listen, we got a barbecue coming up. I'm not going to say the date because someone hasn't paid for the invoice yet, so we don't want to double book. I'm searching. I won't say who. I'm not going to say who. But we are doing a barbecue.
Yeah, we've got a barbecue. Dates to be confirmed.
Yeah, times to be confirmed as well.
Times to be confirmed. But yeah, we'll let you guys know, inshallah. And yeah, let's go into the episode.
Check out on Instagram because the tickets are going to be online. It's not going to be no hand to hand going to shop to buy it. It's going to be done professionally.
Wait, why am I
these guys are not professional, bro. 5 minutes before the cameras started rolling, these guys were arguing. No, who ain't paying the invoice?
Yeah.
These guys not organised, bro. They're not organised, bro.
It's a problem. So let's start off with it. Bro, thank you for coming on. Thanks for tapping in.
Thank you for having
This was going to happen regardless.
Yeah,
it was just about who got there first.
Of course.
Firstly, explain what is it that you do? What is your role or your job even?
Okay, so basically...
And introduce yourself as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah. My name's abdulatif. I'm a clinical respiratory and sleep physiologist. Also try, on the TikTok thing, not too serious right now. I need to get going. But yeah, clinical respiratory and sleep physiologist. What I do basically right now, I work in London. So what a physiologist is, if you look at the word physiology, how the body works and stuff like that, you think about like anatomy, where the body parts are and things like that. Physiology,
I'm so glad you explained that because when you said anatomy, I was just going to nod my head.
Nah.
The three of us were just nodding. We're just like,
Thank you so much for that,
bro. But if at any point, you man don't understand something, just ask me.
That's going to happen a lot, especially with Shop.
Yeah, thanks.
Joke, man. But yeah, so anatomy, where the body parts are. Physiology, how the body works. And what I do is respiratory, so breathing and sleep, basically. So when people have issues with breathing or sleeping, they come to us. We help diagnose and treat it as well. So for example, with breathing, asthma, different things like that, people come to us for breathing tests. And also on the sleep side, when people can't sleep properly, we give them, different equipments to do tests. Sometimes they come into the hospital to see,
is that
snoring
serious?
and things like that. It's serious, bro. 100% serious. You think like these...
I struggle to sleep. I'm not gonna lie to you.
100%. You might need to come to me then, bro. You might need to come to me.
This is great.
But yeah, with these, man, snoring and stuff like that, you think...
I got one for you.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
We got a patient.
Who is it?
Well, we got a patient.
This guy's a fucking Hoover.
With some people, snoring, you think my man's is bad over here. But some people, people have been married for 30, 40 years. These people don't even sleep in the same room. More time people sleep in different houses. People get divorced over snoring, bro. Like it's a
how loud
thing.
it is, or
how loud it is, how frequent it is. People can't stand it. So
what's the problem with snoring? Like, is it just how loud it is, or is it like a health issue?
It can be, indicative of other issues and things like that. But the snoring itself, of course, you're trying to get that sorted as well. So, if you snore and stuff like that, or like, have you man heard of like sleep apnea? Things like that.
No, what's that?
You don't breathe in it sometimes.
Yeah. When you're sleeping, it's pauses in breathing for whatever reason. Sometimes there's an obstruction in the airway. Sometimes, your body forgets to breathe and things like that.
What's the other one called where...
Insomnia.
Sleep paralysis.
No, that's the one.
Yeah, sleep paralysis.
I want to ask about that, because I've had
that one there. Crazy thing. Yeah, people come from that as well. So that's what we do. We help diagnose it. We do different sleep tests and things like that, and treatments as well. So sometimes when people have sleep apnea, they need to go on something called CPAP. Have you heard of that?
No,
a lot of the things you're gonna say today, we ain't heard of.
Maybe all of it. I'll be real with you, bro. I know what sleeping is. You're like, we're talking sleep. I get the sleeping part.
We'll just nod our heads.
Yeah, about to be a lecture.
Yeah, please do.
So it's like, for example, a machine that people sleep with blows air into their lungs, keeps it open, so it stops it from collapsing and things like that. Things like that are life-changing. People come to us. People think sleep, I ain't really got sleep last night. Sleep is important. Lots of things happen when you sleep. And, it's something that should be spoken about, innit? But yeah, that's what I do. I haven't been doing it too long. Graduated last year, alhamdulillah. Been doing it since September now. And alongside it, trying to do the TikTok thing,
inshallah, it blows, bro.
Let people, inshallah, bro, inshallah, that's the aim. Hopefully, tell people about the job, because not many people know about it. People think doctors and nurses. When you hear someone say physiologist, first question, wallah, I get, you mean physiotherapist? It's different. There is some overlap in it, but half my job is explaining that I'm not a physio. But need to let people know what it is and things like that.
Is that the main part? So is the main part of your role dealing with sleep, or is there other sides to it? Is there other aspects to it?
Physiologist is a role as a whole, and there's different ones as well. Yeah. So there's as I said, respiratory, there's sleep, there's cardiac, heart issues, neurophysiology, brain, things like that. So for example, one of my boys I graduated with, he's a cardiac physiologist, and he helps in something called the cath lab. So when people have heart attacks and things like that, that's because one of their arteries in the heart is blocked up. So he's there helping the doctors, helping the nurses, and unblock that and things like that. So there's different types, around the hospital and things like that. And one of my main message, is to educate people, not just doctors, not just nurses, there's other jobs, other avenues, because, when you're in sixth form and things like that, uni, what am I trying to do? Am I trying to medicine, nursing? That's what people know.
Yeah. Is the studying time still the same?
Yeah, it's
6-7 years. Or is it shorter?
It's a 3-year degree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's nothing crazy like medicine and stuff like that. Of course, if you want to become a doctor,
that's the long.
That's the long, big commitment and things like that. But if you want to be a physiologist, much shorter, good job prospect and things like that. That's what I'm trying to preach as well. And on that side as well, vaping, snus, things like that.
We've never heard of those things.
Yeah.
What is vaping and snus? We've never.
I have to explain everything, but yeah.
I will ask you one question. Just how did you? So let's just take it back before that. How did you get into that? Because when I saw that as a kid, I wasn't interested in the medical side of things. When did you get interested in the medical side of stuff?
I've always, been wanting to help people and things like that. But, I was running around year 12, year 13, not knowing what to do. Yeah. I like biology and like the human side of it. And I was thinking, what should I do? I was just going to study biomed at uni, and just to do something, I can say I went to uni. But then, I stumbled across this course going to like a uni fair, when you go to uni, you go to the different tables. I went there, went straight to the medicine one, started chatting to my man there. and then, you know, speaking to the other ones and things like that. And, you know, that's how I kind of fell into it. Alhamdulillah, and I think it's one of the best decisions I've made. You know, it's like I said, it's good job prospects, you know, good pay as well. It's, you know, you can specialize, you can get into things,
wicked,
you know.
May Allah bless it for you.
Yeah, of course.
man.
Yeah. That's what I tried.
How important is sleep?
Ridiculously important.
I really, because some people don't know that. Like, I want to ask you about how important it is.
Don't
but
they
also,
though? I feel like everyone knows sleep is important.
bro, no,
I've never met anyone who said, "Nah, sleep's calm."
No, but
Nah,
some
people
people,
downplay it.
but Izzy, some people
bro.
live off 4-5 hours of it.
No, I'm not saying
People
they
don't play it.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying people don't get.
How much man
enough
do
sleep.
all nighter?
No,
How much the better man that do all night?
No.
No, think, oh, I'm gonna stay out all night.
But then people that do all nighters, do they ever say you don't need to sleep 8 hours?
No, but they'll sleep.
What I'm saying is they know what they're doing, they just don't do it. It's like everyone knows water is important.
No,
Do you-
facts.
Do you drink 2 liters of water?
No,
a day?
well, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't
drink
Yeah,
water.
but you know it's important.
Guys, I've changed. I'm
Nah.
trying. Allah, I'm trying.
Where's the bigger?
I'm trying.
Where is the big actually?
It's in the car. Sorry.
So we got it. No, but okay, so some people that have like, for example, work,
Oh my god.
they might work night shifts, so they might do 12-hour shifts, where like I can function on 4-5 hours because they have families. Like
No, but
they
what
have
I'm
families
saying
too as well.
is
I'm
they
just saying
know-
they might know, but they don't know. If that makes sense.
No, I
they put it to the
I think
side.
they know, just their lifestyle doesn't facilitate
Maybe
to allow
not.
them to
Doesn't
get
allow
8
it.
hours.
But if they knew how
But
important
know-
it was, they'd facilitate it then. Because that's what I'm trying to say. It's more important than we think.
Yeah, but
that's the whole
also
point.
you know how important food is and rest, but not everyone does 3-4 meals a day every day because of life, innit?
How many meals do you do?
I do
I
too,
try to
bro.
do about 3 to 4.
Yeah,
I
you're
eat twice
different.
a
I'm
day.
2.
Yeah, well, I'm twice a day.
I do.
Yeah.
I do
2.
3.
So what are you having then? What are you skipping rather?
I
don't have dinner.
I don't
Don't have
eat till
breakfast.
12 o'clock. So I'll have what? I'll eat at 12, then I'll have dinner.
But are you having water though before like up until 12?
Yeah, I'll have water and black coffee.
He means he wakes up at 12.
No, I'm up at 6. I wish, I wish I could. I missed that.
You know well.
No,
You see that?
no, I'm up at 6. I'm up at 6 normally, and I have water and black coffee up until 12.
That's why they say coffee in the first thing in the morning is bad for you, innit?
Straight black coffee.
Dehydrates you,
No,
innit?
black coffee
Yeah.
is good for you though. Apparently, it suppresses your hunger.
Not on an empty
If you're trying to diet, I think.
Yeah, it suppresses my hunger.
know.
So
No, you don't need
I'm
to
not- I
diet,
can't, I can't
Yeah, I don't know.
not eat till 12 o'clock. But we'll do the eating one later. Let's get back to that sleep.
Alright,
How
cool,
important
yeah,
is
yeah,
sleep?
Let's go back.
With sleep is very, very important. People underestimate it. It's, you know, for example, if, you know, you go to the gym and, you know, for, you know, rest and recovery and things like that,
Yeah.
that happens when you sleep. So if you're hitting the gym, doing crazy, eating right and stuff like that, but you're getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep,
Don't do nothing.
yeah, I'm not saying don't do nothing, but it's not maximizing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
No, you should incorporate it and things like that. You know, it gets you well rested. Your body has time to recover and things like that. So, you know, hit the gym, eat right, but also sleep. You know, it's very important. And it's
Yeah.
not just for sleeping. Just for, you know, people that don't gym. Just in general as well. It's good for your memory, good for your cognition and things like that. So you need to make sure that, you know, you get
Is it? Sorry to cut you off.
the
Is
8
it
hours.
7 that they say or 8?
For adults is around 8 o'clock. You know, kids need more, you know, babies. and
Is
things
12
like
hours
that.
unhealthy? Just
12
asking for a
hours is
friend.
crazy. 12 hours.
I'm just asking for a
If
friend.
you,
Wallah, there's a
man,
guy on
are
the
doing
sofa that does
12
that.
hours.
I'll
I'll be so real. Wallah.
12 is nothing, bro.
Wallah, there's a guy.
12 hours.
Sometimes he does more than 12.
Have you ever
12
met
hours is
Wallah.
ridiculous.
in your field? Have you
Right.
ever met a professional sleeper? I've got one here.
Nah,
As a
nah.
professional sleeper, bro.
hours, bro.
14 hours.
Is there not a tournament for that?
Yeah,
has
there's
to
a
be.
No,
tournament.
I'm
Get the
not.
ban on-
There actually is one in
A
it.
tournament for what?
Yeah.
There's actually sleep tournaments.
I think
bullshit.
there is.
Well,
Nah,
no,
like-
there's even a tournament for pig calling. So pretending to be a pig in America and doing the pig sound.
How do you know this
Yeah, that's
stuff?
mad.
TikTok.
No, there's a competition for people sleeping.
That's mad.
And there's a guy with a timer.
He's
Yeah.
into it.
I think we'd win. Hey, I'll put money on you.
100%.
Yeah, what if a man's faking to be asleep?
No, but they
Oh,
could.
you
Nah,
can-
they
you know
measure
what-
your
Tell me,
heart
man,
rate
I'm
and
sure
stuff.
it's
Heart rate
sensitive
drops,
thing.
innit?
Yeah,
I'll tell you
when
what,
you sleep
if the
and things
video
like
gets
that.
200 likes, I'll enter.
We're not joking.
Shit, he's not going nowhere.
Yeah,
wallah.
nah.
It doesn't happen.
I know this guy, but that's a good one. I like that one.
Another question I have for the sleep is, okay, so you said 7, and what is it for kids? How many
The
hours?
kids is, you know, around 9, 10-ish. No, I'm talking about young kids.
'Cause they're
you know.
growing, right?
Yeah,
They
of
grow with
course. You know,
sleep,
again,
yeah.
you know, you need to make sure you got that. But, you know, Westside, about your thing of sleeping.
Yeah, please.
it's not even 12 hours, not even bad. You know, some of my patients, they come in, or I'm not even joking. So with the sleep test, they come in, you hook them up, you do all the different things. While I'm hooking the patient up, she fell asleep while I was talking to her, bro.
Wow.
Mid conversation, she just slept.
Is
bro.
that
It's
like
crazy?
a condition though?
Yeah, of course. That's
He
you know,
might
that's
have a
why she
condition. He
was
sleeps in the
there.
barbers and anywhere.
No,
but I'm
way.
weird. I can't. I don't know how to describe myself. Wallahi, like
I don't care. It's been a while. I don't care. Wallahi.
I've got a maximum of 5 to 6 hours in me every single day, maximum.
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah.
Wallahi, for the life of me, even when I was a youth, I could never sleep like 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. I start on a maximum 7, minimum about 5. That's it. That's all I could do. I can't do 9 hours, 10 hours. Lately, I'll say the past year and a half, it's been 5 to 6. 5 hours, I'm up. And I feel tired. Like, I know myself, I need to go back to sleep. But for the life of me, I can't go back to sleep.
Do you make it back in work though? Like do you have like an hour nap? Because you do shifts.
I can't. I genuinely can't. It may hit me later on in the day where I crash for like an hour and a half, maybe 45 minutes or an hour. But majority of the days, I genuinely don't go back to sleep. I'm up from the 5 hours I had and I'm
But what if you're sitting still?
going on
Because
that.
jokes aside, like if you stay still for too long, you fall asleep, right?
No, if I'm tired. I've got a bad habit. If my body, if my body is tired and it needs to shut down, I don't care where I am, I'm shutting
What's that
down.
like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Well, boy,
So I've slept in like the
What's the
maddest of
weirdest place
places.
you've slept?
Crazy.
When I was young, I slept in a club.
No way.
Well, I just slept
In
was
a
here.
club next to a
Little
speaker.
Yeah, a speaker.
fell
Well,
asleep.
do you know where that light is? Well, the speaker was there.
No.
Well, I would say it though, but the speaker was there, and I knocked out and I had my phone in my hand like that. I was out cold.
Impossible.
The man them came and took me. At the end of the night, they said, "Yo, big man, let's go." Well, and that was me done. I was
He woke up in his bed. He's thinking, how did I get here? No, you're a kid. You knock out the couch.
yeah,
You wake
go
up
on,
in your bedroom.
I've
I was
always been
shocked.
like that, but now it's 5 hours. Lately, the past 2 to 3 weeks, it's been 5 hours. Prior to that, 6 hours. So that's not healthy, innit?
So 6 hours, you should try to get as much as you can, to be honest. But if your body works on 5 hours, then maybe try get a bit more. But the aim is to sleep until you're not tired anymore. And you're in importance of sleep hygiene as well, which is basically setting a regular pattern for sleep. For example, you sleep at 10, you wake up at whatever time you wake up and things like that.
Yeah,
so you have to
wallah.
train your body to sleep in that kind of way. So that takes a little while to set up and things like that. So naturally, once you get to that time, if you train your body to do that, you'll start to fall asleep. Your body starts releasing the hormones and stuff like that, and you'll naturally.
What kind of hormones are we talking about, bro?
Just different.
I'm
No, it's just like, for example, like
been a
melatonin
while,
and things
bro.
like that.
I have can I ask you a question? Sorry, not to cut you off, my bro.
Of course.
Is it REM cycle? The sleep cycles?
Yeah. So
I
different.
was gonna ask you that because
You just Googled that, bro.
no. Because if I sleep
5 minutes before the podcast, right? Yeah.
I even
Feeding him notes and questions like that.
When I
Yeah,
used to
he's not prepared. I'm telling you, man, he's
No,
not
when I
prepared.
used to work at Heathrow, if I had a 5 a.m. shift and I slept at 9 o'clock, I'd be shattered.
Yeah.
If I slept at 10:30 or 11, I wouldn't be as shattered.
Yeah. So
What's
that's
that about?
Yeah, with sleep, you go into different cycles and stages and stuff like that. Starting with light, and you go into the deeper sleep, for example. So for example, it said REM and NREM, or non-rapid eye movement. And rapid eye movement is just different stages of sleep. It's going to sound weird. Like REM sleep, that's when you dream. That's your deepest stage of sleep. Is literally called that because your eyes is moving around while you're still sleeping and things like that.
But they don't rest.
No, your body never
Are you
stops.
always meant
Wallahi,
to
I genuinely thought, when you close your eyes, you knock
the
out,
way you
your eyes
said
have
it.
gone with it as well.
Yeah,
Wallahi,
It's your eyes.
I'm sure I'm not alone.
No,
What
100%
do you mean,
not.
though? Does that mean I'm not getting that deep sleep?
No, not necessarily. Because if you're
yeah.
getting the time, you're getting the time. It might be a thing of you just don't remember your dream. Some
You forget
people.
most of them. No, you forget most of your dreams, isn't it?
Yeah, within the first few minutes of waking up, I know we've all had, that's a sick dream. 5 minutes later, you
I've
just
had
forget
that.
about
No,
that, bro.
crazy.
You had unbelievable dreams, bro. Yeah.
I had that a couple of days ago.
You care to explain?
I can't remember. But at the time I woke up, it was an
Yeah,
unbelievable
you
dream.
remember the
wallahi.
feeling,
I had a great feeling, and then I woke up and I couldn't remember it after.
unbelievable.
Wallahi. But it was a wicked dream. I remember the
I'm
feeling.
the same. I'm the same as you. I don't dream.
I don't dream, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
going to a
Yeah,
coma.
so-
But what's that thing though? What's another thing when you're sleeping and you just flinch like that by
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah,
What
yeah.
is that about?
So that's
I get that a lot, bro. When you flinch and you're thinking, what the? You feel like you're about to die. I'm getting very close.
By the way, this is the most I've ever seen the man invested. He's not got some dreamers.
they're making use. They're making use. They want advice.
The waiting line's gone right now.
Like when you said sleep therapist, I said I'm involved. Wallahi.
Yeah.
Doctor, I'm calling you doctor, bro.
Yeah, with the doctor.
Diagnose us, please.
And I know you might, couldn't get appointments at your GP anymore. You
Yeah,
might
it's
have
hard,
taken
wallahi.
I'm giving up
advantage.
with them.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
going anywhere tonight till we get all the
3-hour pod today.
Wallahi, we're lit.
But yeah, sorry, you're saying
A
with
little flinch thing that
yeah.
sometimes
So
occurs.
that's something called a hypnic jerk. So it's just your whole body for no reason at all. You just shake like completely randomly, several points throughout the night. It's completely normal. Everyone does it. I think there's like, an Islamic meaning behind it as well, which I'm not too sure on, things like that. But yeah, it's completely normal. It might be annoying for, if you sleep with anyone in the bed.
I've got another 7 more, bro. Don't worry. I'll ask you in a bit.
But yeah.
I got a list. No, I'm joking. All right, so that, obviously, we've dived into the sleep stuff, but that's not all that you do. You were speaking about, obviously on the chat, you're talking about vaping and respiratory
I like
stuff,
the sleep stuff, man. Let's do sleep stuff.
You want to say the sleep stuff?
I don't mind.
Is there more stuff? Okay, because I feel like we answered that. Is there more stuff about sleep that we should know, or the audience should know?
Anything I should
You know what? Let me
know.
ask you something.
Go on.
I saw like random. It's like a random post. They were saying, in order to get good quality sleep, it's also to do with your lifestyle, your diet, and habits as well. So like they were saying, 2-3 hours before you want to sleep, shut off all electronic device, blue light, and all that stuff.
Of course,
so Is that something you like teach and tell people to?
Yeah,
advise?
of course. You're supposed to really practice what you preach, but you're
I'm
supposed
not
to.
saying if you do. I'm just saying, is that when people come to you and they say, "Oh, I'm not able to
What
get
advice
enough."
do you give?
Yeah. So that's more on the side of, because I'm a doctor, but that's like, doctors have their clinic with the patient and they teach sleep hygiene and things like that. But you're supposed to, for example, no screen time before 30 minutes before bed, to relax your body, no caffeine and things like that. Just relax, and then you slowly go into bed. And there's a whole thing as well where you're supposed to designate your bed as like a sleeping area. So you're not supposed to chill on your bed throughout the day, because when it actually comes time to sleep, you might have struggle sleeping and things like that. Because you just chill on your bed, your body might think like, yo, why are you trying to go to sleep? Exactly. So you're supposed to go to your living room. Maybe if you have a little sitting area in your room, like designate your bed for sleeping.
So your mind knows when I get to that place.
Exactly. Yeah. And then leads back to sleep hygiene as well.
Sorry for you, bro.
Things like that. Yeah.
What's the average? Is there average time it takes someone to sleep? Because I feel like I sleep in like 30 seconds.
Same.
If I close my eyes, I'm done.
Yeah, once it's ready to go.
Bro, I'm bad. I've lately, wallahi, shift work has destroyed me.
Yeah, but I told you, I told you going to do that to you, though.
But lately, I fluctuate in it. So sometimes I'll force myself. I'll just turn off everything. I may have like something playing in the background. I need them white noise to go to bed, innit?
Say wallahi.
Yeah, wallahi. I can't, like, it's weird. I can't
That's
lately.
insane, bro. That's like old women.
Is it?
No, not really.
Wallahi, lately, I always need a white
it.
noise. Something has to be playing in the background for me to go to bed. I'm at that stage now, but maybe it's shift
Put
work
some
messing me
Quran
up.
or something, bro.
Yeah, I
was
play
gonna say,
Quran, or I
maybe
play
the
like
Quran
a
and
lecture. I let it play in the background, and it would kind
No
of
Burna Boy,
soothe
none
me
of
out.
that.
No, wallah, never. Are you mad?
That's
I die listening to music. God forbid, wallah. But it's weird. So I'll either knock out straight away, or wallah, I'll just be tossing and turning. I'll be huffing and puffing. I'll be turning this way, wait for a bit, and then I'll turn back the other way, wait
Also,
for a bit,
right now,
and
because
puffing.
of the heat, maybe your bedroom's warm.
Well, I like you're my guy trying to make excuses.
Yeah, wallahi. He's my goat.
This is my boy,
This is the goat, wallahi.
This is my boy, wallahi.
It's the heat.
But I was like it in the winter, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, wallahi, it's bad.
Can't say nothing.
And you know,
Tried, man.
sometimes
Tried.
it's mad how your phone knows you, innit? So you start through Instagram, so you start liking like sleep things, or you may save 1 or 2 things, innit?
Yeah.
So the other day, look how funny this is. The other day I saw something, an army technique. It's called 473 or something. No, 278. No, 478. Oh, no, I got it wrong.
Spitting bad
It's a number,
numbers,
though,
bro.
innit? Yeah, it's a number.
478, some
Yeah.
random number. So you inhale for 4 seconds.
Inhale what, bro?
Inhale, like,
I'm joking with you. Go
you
on.
inhale for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, and you blow out for 8 seconds. But when you're blowing out for the 8 seconds, you have to put your tongue on the back of your teeth and make like a weird noise as you're blowing it out.
Did you do it?
So I thought, let me try it. Wallahi, I thought, let me try it.
Try it now.
I tried it. No, I'm alright, bro. I tried it for a little while. Wallahi, I felt like the biggest dickhead in the world. I said, nah, this ain't for me.
You are.
Nothing changed. I said,
You are, bro. That's stupid.
I
that.
said, nothing ain't changing. Wallahi, I just went straight to
The
sleep,
only
bro.
thing I do, I put my phone, the screen, I put it on that night mode, whatever. Like it changes the color.
Yeah, like a blue light filter and things
I
like
do
that.
that.
Yeah, it does it
Yeah, you do it on
automatically.
your phone,
There's
yeah.
some setting where you
bro.
automatically, for example, at 11
Just
p.m.
close your eyes and go to sleep, bro.
Well, Westside, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Man is doing way too much.
The man gets 15 hours.
You know, that's crazy.
It's 15 hours, bro.
Huh?
Just put your phone away. Put it on silent.
Are you
Just go to sleep,
a deep sleeper? Like, are you out for the
No,
15?
he is. We try calling, bro. He don't wake up.
No, wallahi, for the 15
Yeah, he's on the
hours.
man.
bro.
He's
The minute my
like 15
eyes
hours.
close,
15 hours
gone.
is crazy.
The minute my
Missing.
eyes
15
close,
is it.
no, but it's different, innit? Like obviously yesterday, I was working like pretty much the whole day. When I say the whole day, like maybe 22 hours or whatever. Yeah, so
Alright, bro.
no, but I literally wallahi, because I was
The
awake.
violin that you
Right here,
I chucked it away, innit?
22 hours. That's crazy.
So obviously my body's tired, innit?
Yeah.
You're paying for the studio session, by the way.
I'm going
Yeah,
for
that's a
what?
lot of money, man.
You pay for the studio session. You pay for the studio session today. 22 hours. Get out.
He's buying me lunch later, bro.
Crazy. It's on him.
That's
Go on. Sorry,
cost
go on.
me. But obviously my body's tired and it's knackered, so I'm gonna need to rest in it.
Mm.
I know it's a bit excessive, the amount of time, the hours I sleep, but bro, if my body needs that much,
Do you wake up though? I was gonna ask you. Do you wake up? Is that a solid 15 or do you wake up and go back in?
No. Me,
Straight
it's
15?
it's
Straight out.
15,
I'm
yeah,
the same,
straight
to be
15.
fair. Even whether I'm sleeping for like 6 hours or 7 hours, I'm out. But towards the end of my sleep, I'm a light bird. I'm a lightweight, sorry. But anything prior to that, I'm heavy sleeper, bro. My house could be on fire, shit could be earthquake, whatever.
Well,
I
heavy
wouldn't hear
sleep is
it.
fine, but because he's doing
Yeah.
15, I'm just asking. That's such a long length of time.
That's ridiculous.
Surely he'd wake up like once or
heavy
twice.
sleep is mental.
I don't hear nothing at all.
Yeah, that's absurd, man.
I'll tell you something funny. You know when I was in Somalia, it was around Asr time, innit? There must have been a bomb that went off in the local area, innit? And like all the houses started shaking and whatnot. People are running outside. But this, that. Bro, I'm sleeping. Obviously, this is my
Did you
nap
do that
time.
flinch?
No.
I saw you in London, bro. Go get that flinch.
I don't do the flinch.
Flinch could have saved your life.
So obviously, like maybe about an hour later, I wake up. I'm hearing bare noise. I thought, let me go check it. I went outside the house. I'm saying, blood, why is everyone like running around? What happened? They said, are you okay? Did you not hear the bomb? I said, what bomb? They said, bro, there's a bomb that just went off over there. That's why everyone's running. I said, rah. That's the day I knew,
Got a problem.
yeah, I got a problem.
No, that's insane. I'll be real with you, but I want to take it away from sleep now. We've had quite a while on sleep.
So I'll speak to my
Anything else? There's a waiting line one.
Yeah,
so
you man like-
NHS waiting line.
Which-
Yeah, man, too many questions.
Yeah, you man, join the queue, bro. Join the queue.
The other thing was, let's get into the vaping. I don't know what vaping is. I've never seen vaping.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I've never vaped in my life, but I'd never thought when people done it, I thought it was like a healthy option. When people were choosing that instead of cigarettes, but it's actually a problem you were saying. What is it? What's wrong with vaping?
Yeah, so with the thing you were saying as well, it's not about what's better, vaping or smoking. It's you need to look at it this way: where you are and where you want to be. Okay. For example, if you are a smoker and you're trying to do something less, vaping is an amazing option. I'll be so happy for you if you start vaping after smoking. But if you're just you did nothing,
You
you
just
did
straight to
living
vape.
life, like right, let me pick that up. Yeah, that's a mad
dead.
one.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
I
So it's a
Because-
better option than smoking
Yeah,
cigarettes
100%.
to get off it.
Yeah. That's
it
why it was
addictive?
designed. Yeah, of course. So both of them do have nicotine in them. Nicotine, addictive substance and stuff like that. If you try to start quitting nicotine as well, you get withdrawal symptoms.
symptoms.
Like
Yeah.
some people, they do a mazzoline, they start itching, they start scratching and stuff like
That's
that
scary.
because of
Yeah.
nicotine withdrawal and stuff like that. So like I said, both of them are bad. But if you're a smoker, please start vaping. If you don't do anything, leave it alone. Why are you picking up? You're
Yeah.
voluntarily picking up an addiction. And of course, I know there's peer pressure to it as well and things like that. But, if you're going to do either, if you smoke, vape. If you don't do anything,
But
leave it
don't they
all
say
alone
with
and things
vapes,
like
because
that.
it hasn't been around long enough, they haven't fully
Yeah.
tested and they don't know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
too much about it.
and obviously they're talking about popcorn lungs and all that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
that one
What's
is
Popcorn lungs.
Come
yeah.
on, boy,
So
don't worry.
yeah,
Listen, when you go, I got this.
yeah.
But for now, let's see what's
yeah. You've been
Wallahi, the goat.
researching, bro.
You're the best.
What's a popcorn lung? You said?
Yeah, you might not know about that one.
I've never heard that, bro.
I would explain it, but you
Yeah,
do a better job.
Of course.
Now go on. Popcorn
So
lungs.
yeah, with popcorn lungs,
He's the greatest.
We're
Wallahi.
Like,
I'm so sorry, bro. We're like this all the time.
yeah,
Forgive
bro,
us.
yeah, you might be right. This is the
This is the
joke
unserious
man.
side. This is
This
vibe.
is the serious
This is
section.
pod.
Hey,
I'm
we're
trying to
back in the
podcast.
classroom right now.
Yeah, bro. You man,
lad.
the disruptive kids at the
Yeah,
back of the
wallahi,
class, throwing rubbers and stuff like
Who do you
that.
think is the worst out of the three? Who do you think is the main culprit?
Nah, bro. Has to be sharp, bro.
My nigga,
Has to
wallahi.
be,
Well, I'm
bro.
innocent.
You're the worst. The one the worst. You love a
Better
vibe.
laugh
I've always
and-
said I'm here for vibes anyway.
I respect it.
Yeah, I heard he's dead at football as well. Some people
Hey.
You know how much you love being called shit?
Yeah.
You know you're like the second best ever Somali player. I'm just saying.
Wallah, I'm not. Don't
I'm
ever
just
say
saying.
that. Wallah,
Rat.
don't
Yeah.
ever say that, man.
Rat. In the
No,
Mali ball,
Rat is my guy, 100%. This one, he tunes in as well. Wallah,
Yeah,
shout out
Rat's
my
number
guy,
one.
Rat.
I know you probably won't like us saying it, but Rat's number one, you're number two.
I'm not
But let's
number
move.
two, bro.
Don't act humble now.
Wallah, you ruined the whole episode.
Guys,
Wallah,
let's just go
Wallah,
back
you
to
actually
it.
ruined the episode.
Popcorn
Nah.
lungs. I want to actually
Yeah,
hear that.
please go to popcorn lungs.
Yeah, no, Sharp's number 3.
I love you,
anyway,
Your brother's
popcorn
number 2.
lungs, yeah,
My guy.
impossible.
My God, wallah. Sorry, carry on. Sorry, forgive me.
Yeah, popcorn lungs. So with that, it's caused by a substance called diacetyl, which is banned in the UK, so you can't use it in vapes and things like that, and it leads to, like you said, popcorn lungs, and where the bronchioles, which is the smallest airways in your lungs, it messes it up differently. You know, you can't exchange gases properly. You know, you get more gassed out. You know, you're just not as fit of a person. So with that, you know, it's been banned. You know, the UK, alhamdulillah, it's got one of the best like vaping laws in the world. But you know, they put limits in it. Like for example, in disposable vapes, I think you're only allowed 2 milliliters of vaping solution in there, and that only lasts like 600 puffs. I think they're increasing it, but you know, some of the vapes, I'm not trying to sound like Trump, like here, come from China. Yeah, you know, they have some 10,000 puffs, you know, turbo button, or like no regulations out there that get imported here. Like I said, or like one guy showed me a vape. It was orange. It was transparent. It had a battery inside. It had a percentage. It had a turbo button on the side. I'm like, these man, they're innovating. Turbo button, bro. I told him, yeah.
More vape.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what it means. Extra vape. I think extra lung damage, but yeah.
I like come like Fast and Furious, like, you know?
Yeah.
That button.
But yeah, so popcorn, that's why it is. And like I said, you know, the vapes that are coming in, they aren't confirmed to, you know, UK standards and things like that. So if you are gonna vape, I would say do the proper brands. Don't do the, you know, like I said, the 10,000 puff turbo, extendable stock attachment ones.
You know, would you say, you know, the disposable vapes that you can buy in a shop, and then the actual vapes where you buy the liquid?
Yeah. And
which one would you say are better? Or are they both just as bad as each other?
I think they're both the same.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe if you have, you know, the proper vape setup, you might grow a bit of an attachment to it.
Yeah.
You know, when it's time to quit, you know, you've had this bad boy for 6 years. Yeah. You've got stickers on there. You've got the attachments and stuff like that. Yeah. The Call of Duty create a class down thing. You know, add your attachments and things like that. But yeah, so probably do the disposable ones, because once you're done with it, you're done with it. Yeah. But again, you know, that's waste. How many vapes do you see on the floor and things like that? So it's whichever one, you know, you think is better.
What would you say is the effects of vaping though, when it comes to your lungs?
Yeah, so with vaping hasn't been around for too long. I think around 25, 26 years. So the effects of it hasn't been studied for too long. You know, with cigarettes, for example, even people that smoke, there's no one in denial that smoking is bad for you, but there's people in denial with vaping and things like that. For example, smoking, however long it's been around and things like that, back then, you know, in the 1950s, 60s or whatnot, it was normal, like vaping is today.
Of course, yeah.
Like I had patients, you know, they're 70, 80 years old, and as part of the breathing tests, I asked them, you know, are you a smoker? If so, how long and for how many days? Well, I have these guys come up to me, 80 years old, I've been smoking 70 years, 5 a day, or 70 years, 10 a day. And you're thinking, yo, when did you start smoking? Yeah. And some of these men start smoking 9, 10 years old. Because, you know, back then it was normal. Like right now, if you saw on the street a 9-year-old smoking, we'll smack out their mouth.
I remember remember you could smoke inside.
Yeah.
Before the ban thing, like you could smoke inside. That's crazy.
Yeah, you old heads probably remember it. I don't.
Yeah, way before your time. Way before your time. That's a good hit. That's a great hit. Before time. I don't know about shot.
He took a shot. You
didn't miss one.
I respect it.
He finished that. He took it on our pride. Let's go home.
I respect it.
But yeah.
No, I respect it.
I love that.
Let me ask you this then: where does shisha rank amongst that, like vapes and cigarettes, in terms of bad for you and
so
health conditions and
shisha as well? Like I always think of it, if it's not good for you, it's bad for you. Like, you know, you don't have to do these things. And I understand, you know, there's culture amongst, you know, all of these things and stuff like that. For example, drink is so bad for you, but thousands of years of history baked into it. Same with shisha and things like that. So I think with one shisha session, I think is equivalent to 20 cigarettes.
Is that actually true?
Yeah.
I remember hearing some madness.
I've always heard it, but I thought it was just a scare tactic.
The amount of tobacco in it, I guess you're inhaling.
Yeah,
I thought it was a scare tactic as well.
No, it depends, you know, what kind of, you know, you can get the flavorings, you can get, you know, different things. So it depends from places to places, regulation, you know, how shady the place you go.
What about Sahara Lounge? Would that be?
Yeah.
You're going to get that shot down.
You're finished, bro. Yeah.
There's no regulation.
I don't even want to say the name, but it's coming for you, blood.
Yeah.
He's coming.
No, I'll be there tonight. What was I saying to balloons. That's when I was interested because
That's a
I don't
pandemic.
understand.
Before we go on to that, sorry.
Now carry on, there's no point.
I seen this thing on social media the other day. I think it was Instagram. This girl, I can't remember, was it on BBC News or whatever, or the Daily Mirror, but she was admitted into hospital, and she'd been vaping every day. She's quite young. She's like a teenager. 400 puffs. She had a vape every day. She'd finish it, and she just collapsed one day, innit? And she was admitted into the hospital, and they found that she had a hole in her lungs. That's the reason why she collapsed.
What, from vaping?
From vaping,
Yeah,
yeah.
How the fuck do you get
400
a
puffs a day is ridiculous.
How do you get a hold of this?
400 puffs. And she just finished.
And
it.
how old
Yeah,
was she?
Was the hole already there, or the vape?
No, the
created hole?
vape is
Okay.
created.
How old was she?
Is that possible?
It's
Teenager?
Yeah,
High
with
school.
that as well, like I was going back to, vapes haven't been around for that long. You know,
Yeah.
now we know how bad smoking is. You know, in 25, 30 years, we're going to we'll probably look back at this podcast and say, you know, vaping is so bad for you because after vaping for this long, this happens to you and things
mental.
like that. And, you know, with what you're saying, Westside, it you know, vaping definitely, you know, contributed to that. I'm not sure if that's the sole reason. Maybe she had an underlying condition and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, vaping doesn't help unless you're smoking. But yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You
yeah.
have to get that in there.
Yeah, of course.
I can guarantee it helps if you're a smoker, because I used to smoke.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wanted to stop smoking.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
I went on. I knew I couldn't stop smoking straight, just cold turkey, innit?
Yeah,
So I
of
went on
course.
to vapes.
It's dangerous as well, you
Then
know.
I
You
went back
get
to cigarettes. Then I went back to vapes, and,
Here's the man-
and then I gave up.
Here's the man earlier telling me, "Oh, when you want to sleep, just put your phone down. Stop smoking, just put the cigarette down, big man." What happened to that energy he was giving me earlier? Oh, when you want to sleep,
All that verbal.
Yeah.
All that verbal.
Now look at him.
I played Uno reverse while
So what's he?
He was waiting as well.
I was waiting.
He tapped up like, look at this. Look at this.
But yeah, moving on to the balloons, the effects of balloons. Obviously, we've seen how crazy it is in the
balloons.
streets, innit?
One
I don't
thing
get that.
hate
Because
is
why
when
is
I
it like,
see
how
people
does
driving
someone
and
do
doing it.
balloons?
Yeah, I don't like that as
Yo.
well, man.
Wallahi,
hate seeing that.
I
You're
on
not
the
only
dual
putting yourself
carriageway,
at risk, you're doing
I'm
other
telling
people as
you,
well.
People have
I saw
died.
2 people in the front seat, the passenger doing the balloons and the driver doing balloons, bro. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I hate when I see that,
couldn't
man.
believe
Passion,
it, bro.
brother,
If you do it
passion.
at home, comfort, you know, do it in the park.
Yeah.
You're not hurting anyone else.
I
But when
agree.
you're doing 40,
I think
Why-
people
why are
don't
you doing that,
realize
bro?
what it does. It's obviously that it's nitrous oxide, right?
yeah.
So
nitrous
that
oxide.
nitrous oxide obviously stops the oxygen in your brain for like
Yeah, yeah.
maybe 30 seconds or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why you
yeah.
get that
That
rush.
long?
Yeah.
It's not that long.
That's why you get that rush.
Is it like
That's
a head
why
rush?
people-
Yeah,
it's
that's
like a
exactly
head
what
rush.
it
It
is.
cuts the oxygen.
It cuts the
brain,
oxygen
Yeah,
doesn't
because
it? Your brain.
you're not
30
breathing any
seconds is scary,
oxygen.
though. Is it that long? 30 seconds?
Something like
It
that, innit?
depends.
But why are they all like
scary,
happy and
wallahi.
giddy? Like when I see people doing this, they seem like they're in a
What's
trance.
that? gas, innit?
It's a high, isn't it?
It's laughing gas,
Yeah, it is.
ultimately.
Oh, wallahi.
You know when
Yeah,
you go like to
ultimately.
the dentist and stuff like that. I'm not sure they do it more in America, it's like laughing gas. But with laughing gas, they mix it with oxygen and they like carefully control the balance because of course they went uni, they
Yeah.
know what they're doing,
Yeah.
Okay.
and you know it's safe in a controlled environment and things like that. But with balloons as well, like the smaller canisters and especially the big ones, the big boy weapon ones,
yeah,
those ones
small,
are
yeah.
crazy. Because of course, if you have the smaller ones, one charge, whatever. But the big ones, you can't control it. You know, you
I've
just
never
keep
liked
going
it.
and things
You know
like
the
that.
noise. You know the noise.
Yeah, yeah.
Wallahi, it irritates my soul.
Why are you
Wallahi,
hearing those
so much.
noises, bro? Why are you in those
I'm around
environments?
people that do it. But I don't take it. I hate it. The noise. I remember one time we was driving somewhere. I think we were going up Birmingham for a game, and some of the guys were trying to take it. I actually got out of the car.
No.
Wallahi.
Wallahi, Bill, I got out of the car. I said, I'm not going in this car.
Yeah.
And the noise bothers me, bro. I can't.
it's not-
It
It's the
jerks my
canisters
soul,
all over the
bro.
floor. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care
that
about
as
that. You
well.
know, as soon as I hear that, tss, I'm done, bro.
Yeah.
It angers me. Wallahi.
Is that why they lose? Like, because I saw one guy on TikTok. He just showed how he can't walk. So one half of his body was paralyzed, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
starting
yeah.
to roll, slowly get back control of it. But he's literally like limping. And
Yeah, so it's with.
is that from balloons? Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
see stories
of-
like that, though, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've got a story about balloons as well in a second. But so what nitrous oxide does, it inhibits vitamin B12, and you've been doing research, you know that.
I know. But
Baby, you want to swap seats? You want to swap seats?
I know, but
There's only two doctors.
I studied chemistry,
Not a
so I
doctor,
look
not
at
a
these type
doctor.
of things, innit? But
Yeah,
You slug that in there. See how- I don't know if you know it. You see how you slug that in there?
Yeah, of course,
Okay,
yeah,
I
of
like
you
it. I
know.
really like how you slug
No,
that in.
but
Say it again.
smooth.
Well, let's start the sentence
What did you
again.
study?
What did you study? bro?
I didn't hear you the first
Well,
time.
say it again, bro.
I didn't hear you the first
Like,
time.
sneak that back in there, bro.
it inhibits B12, innit?
What did you study there?
Don't worry about that. So people know.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
What's up, university? Don't there.
No, but you know what people do? They're smart, innit? So what they do is they take B12 tablets.
Yeah.
A lot
Well,
of
it doesn't work like that.
I didn't know why they did that, innit? It doesn't work, obviously.
Yeah, it
but I didn't
doesn't.
know why they did that. So that's when I went and looked into it and understood, okay, they're trying to counterproduct basically what's going on, innit?
Yeah,
Obviously, it don't really
Take the edge
work,
off,
innit?
basically.
Yeah, but it's
No,
not like
replenish
that, you
what they're
know.
losing, innit?
Yeah,
But it
but
don't really work like
it doesn't work like that, and
Yeah, it
like I
doesn't
said, it inactivates B12, and what B12 does for your nerves, it insulates it so it can work properly and such. And if you do balloons, it inactivates B12, demyelinates your nerves, nerve cells and things like that.
Do
so
what?
demyelate.
I need to know what it is, brother. I don't even want to know. Like, what's demyelate?
Wallah, I've heard that before.
That is a crazy one.
Yeah, so it's with the way nerves work to not
just
get
how
into it and
nerves
things
work,
like that. Yeah.
Thanks,
They want to get it, bro. They want to get it, bro.
bro.
Of course. But yeah, so with that, it basically, long story short, it means that the nerves are less effective and things like that. And it potentially, the research is still ongoing, same like vaping and things like that, but can lead to nerve damage, muscle weakness and things like that. You probably look at stories, people going in wheelchairs, as Evs was
That's what I've
saying
seen. Yeah,
as
I've seen a
well.
lot of those. That's what I'm seeing,
It's crazy. And, like I said,
it's mental considering they're doing it for a few seconds of fun.
Exactly, yeah, with that as well. And it got different, effects as well, like indirect as well. So I had one patient as well. He came in for a breathing test. So I'm like, whatever, comes in, and I noticed straight away he has like a big birthmark here. I don't know if it was vitiligo, a birthmark or whatnot.
Yeah.
But it wasn't relevant. None of my business. And doing the breathing test, it was so noticeable. It's crazy. So they come in and stuff like that. Before the breathing test, you need to ask them some questions to make sure that the test is safe to continue. Because if you're doing a breathing test and you had surgery 2 days ago, it might undo the stitches and stuff like that. And then he mentions, I went A&E a few days ago. I'm like, all right, that's relevant. And what happened? And he ended up telling me he was doing balloons. He got dizzy. He hit his head on a wall, scraped his face off as he was falling down onto the ground, and he had to go A&E to get it fixed. And now it looks like a massive birthmark. Like it's crazy. It looks like either a birthmark or vitiligo, and that's now a permanent reminder for him, for the rest of his life, essentially. Because for that few second high.
No, but as bad as that is, he got off lucky.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. 100% could be worse.
A40, someone that Range Rover, innit? He was driving.
Yeah, A406, no?
No, I was on the A40 where the Tim Horton is.
Acton
Park
Park
Row.
Row station.
Oh, okay,
Park Row, yeah, and then he went. So he crashed through the where the Tesla is. He crashed through the barriers of the Tesla.
No way.
The car carried over, flipped, and it landed on the Piccadilly line track.
And it was with a girl.
He survived. The driver survived, and the girl died.
That always happens, bro. Yeah, that always happens. Driver survives.
Imagine
and
that's
passengers.
now his reality, where he has to live with that
Of course.
for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
now.
And you have to think about it. It's not just you. Of course, it's your family that'll be affected as well. If anything happens to you, your friends, things like that. If you've got kids and things like that, you just need to think about these things as well. And with balloons and things like that, funny story. It's gonna sound weird, I accidentally did balloons.
I want to hear your story about it.
Yeah, I did the balloons once.
Yeah,
Did you?
I'll get to that.
All right, Doc.
So with
He clearly didn't hear Biggie when he said, "Don't get high off your own."
No. So with that, basically, nitrous oxide, it's used in medicinal purposes and also baking and stuff like that. So whipped cream and things like that. So one of my
That's where
boys,
they get it from, innit?
exactly, yeah. Of course, one of my boys, he used to work in Starbucks, and he used to get the canisters, for legit reasons as well. And he used to, get the whipped cream and stuff like that. But yeah, this was way before people did balloons. I was like 14, 15, whatever. And then when you get the whipped cream and stuff like that, and you're for hot chocolate or whatnot, sometimes you put it in your mouth, want to eat some. I was doing that. And I was holding down. Nothing was coming out, bro. I was holding it for like 15, 20 seconds. I started getting dizzy, bro. Lightheaded. I was like this, like, yo, what's going on? What's going on, bro?
I did it by accident. So
By accident, no, of course. I don't know what it is.
You did it.
Nah.
Sorry, yeah.
Nah,
he did it. I was thinking.
Yeah, of course.
You thought it was a doctor. I was a bit disappointed, but
Yeah, but of course.
From a doctor to a doctor.
But no, I get it. It was
Yeah, of course. And, you know, with that feeling, I was like, yo, what is this? I don't know what it is in this. It's crazy. But, you know, after a few years learning about it, like, right, that's what it is. And in that moment, you know, I got high, but it wasn't a nice feeling.
Yeah,
you know, but other people, they do it. And if I'm imagining now, if I felt like that while driving, it's crazy, bro. You can't do that.
I used to like, what's the one that used to give you a squeaky voice?
Helium.
I used to love that.
Helium, yeah, that one.
That one as in you.
Yeah.
I just love that
How did
one.
it used to sound?
No, I can't do it, bro.
I tried to draw him out.
I used to love that one.
When my son was born, I was looking forward to like, obviously my son being born, but I wanted to use helium thing, but I went there.
Oh yeah,
Because it was COVID, so I wasn't allowed in the room that long anyhow.
Oh, okay.
So I was looking forward to my son being born on helium. But
Are you talking about in the
That's not
delivery room?
helium,
Oh,
bro.
that's gas and air.
That's
Oh,
not
you're
not
talking about
helium.
the missus was giving
What are you
birth.
talking? When she's giving birth, you know how people give birth?
No,
to
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that one's-
voice.
You know
What's
you
that? So what's the one they have like? I've seen.
never
You
heard
know when you
the
have in the
helium
balloons, like when you
Helium.
have a
No,
little party.
yeah, you have the squeaky voice.
Yeah,
that one.
inhale
Don't
the
they have
balloon.
in the? Isn't that what they have in the pregnancy room? Is that
No,
laughing
no,
gas?
no.
I don't know what that is. Doctor,
Yeah,
you know, doctor.
Sharp, it's not my show, bro. I'm with you, bro. I got you.
He ain't the
Yeah,
guest.
of course.
Alright,
Again, so with maternity, I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I think it's nitrous oxide, and again with
is nitrous
oxygen and stuff like that, and you know, again, pain relief and stuff like that for, you know, women giving birth. So yeah, that's what it is. It's not the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't know. I mean, I'm a
You
very.
clearly don't know.
I'm innocent. You. What can I do? I'm a baby boy, man. I want to hear more about some of the worst. So obviously, I saw you on TikTok.
Yeah,
Tell us some of the like wilder stories whilst you've been working in your craft or in your field.
Yeah. So, you know, even I was doing placement in uni as well. Got some stories from that, and working now as well. And there's one like sad story about Somalia yacht. So, like I said, a bit of a long story and very, very sad, wallahi. So, as part of like preoperative assessments, so for any major surgery, transplant surgery, cardiac surgery, they kind of do like a sort of MOT of different tests to make sure that you're fit enough for surgery and things like that. So part of it is like, you know, lung function testing or the breathing testing. That's what I do. And it's small AA comes down from the wards. And by chance, I happened to test her. You know, I didn't see her before. Yeah. The first time I saw her is when she entered the room, and I saw she was a Somali Ayayo. Somali Ayayo is, you know,
a
grandma.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sorry, I should have translated.
Yeah. Sorry.
I actually knew that, to be fair.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that one I knew.
And like when I say Ayayo, I mean she was like 70, 75 years old, and you know she was supposed to do the breathing test.
And she was alone.
She was alone.
Okay,
yeah. So on the wall, she was just chilling by herself as well, and if she spoke, you know, no English. You know, my Somali, you know, I'm not fish and chips, but you know, my Somali's enough.
Alhamdulillah, you were there.
Yeah,
the only one that could have.
Exactly. Yeah. And then with that, and I tried to get her to do the test, and she was taban. She couldn't really do it. So, you know, didn't really get results and things like that. But then, you know, I said, all right, Matt Salama, you know, I'll bring you back to the wards. Normally, you're supposed to bring porters, you know, things like that. The porters are bring. I'm like, let me do her a favor. Yeah, of course, you know, leave her a good impression. And, you know, she was making dua for me. She said, thank you so much. And, you know, also a thing of, it's good that you're, you know, representation in healthcare and things like that. Of course, you know, it's always a good thing. So I bring her back to the ward. That's all, not whatever. And then the next day, I'm just chilling in the office, and then 3-4 doctors run up in our office. Like, yo, what's going on? They said, we heard someone here speak Somali. So, it's okay. I'm assuming they mean me. So then they
was either me or you.
translate.
I was off duty that day. I was off duty anyway.
I was wondering where you were, bro.
I was off duty, bro.
I was wondering where you were, but.
No, go on. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's too hot for this.
It's bacon in it.
Well, like, I'm sweating, bro.
This guy's crazy. You know, I hope no, but it is bacon in the studio. The AC is not working.
bacon.
Yeah.
So if you see us sweating, please forgive us. It's tough out here, man.
This is how they treat their guests, you man. This is how they treat their guests.
Apologise.
It's not on, bro. It's not on.
Allah, forgive us.
But Yeah, well,
They came running.
So they run in. They said,
yeah.
"Oh,
Okay, no, I say not running. They walked in like, yo, can you can you come back to the wards and try to translate for us? Because I think the language like interpreter people weren't available. I said, all right, that's fine. So I go in, and it's what doctors basically do is rounds. So they go around every patient, see what they're doing, maybe update the plan and things like that. So in that team was the transplant surgeon, and he wanted me to translate information so he could make a decision whether to go through with a potential
and all of a
liver
sudden now,
transplant.
this is not a normal conversation.
This
You
is
need
not
actual
serious.
vocab for.
Yeah, of course. And like I said, I know enough to translate and things
Have a
like that.
conversation,
Yeah, of
yeah.
course, alhamdulillah. And and the surgeon, he was asking things like, who do you live with? Are you by yourself? Do you have support? Because things like that, you think that has nothing to do with the body, but it matters. She needs people to look after her and things like that. Are you mobile? How far can you walk? And things like that. So that whole thing was like 15, 20 minutes. Felt like an hour because there was like 8 doctors there just asking me questions and things like that. And, the big dog over there asking most of the questions and us translating things like that. And then I said, Ma'asalama. I left. 10 minutes later, another doctor comes back. Oh, come back. Well, more questions. And this time was the anaesthetist. That's the doctor that puts you under. Make sure, his one was only a few minutes. Has she had any problems in the past with any anesthetic, any procedures? And I said no. I was translating and things like that. So that's fine. And then I was speaking to her. She was by herself. Like that, she
whole
has.
time she's been by herself.
She has no family, and of course, I'm not trying to bash her family. Of course, no.
We don't know the reasons why.
Of course, no backbite.
We're just dealing with the fact she was alone. Yeah, nothing to do with the family.
Yeah, of course. And her kids, they're all over the gaff, Australia, America, Canada, whatnot. Yeah, and I think they were trying, like her grandson was flying in. But while I was with her, she was by herself. And with liver disease as well. It's something called jaundice, which means like your
the Michael Jordan thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The yellow eye thing, yeah, right?
Jaundice, yeah.
Michael Jordan,
okay.
That's what I know it for. Michael Jordan. Remember they were talking about how he had jaundice in his eyes.
Jaundice.
Yeah, because
of his
have
liver.
yellow eyes.
I know which one's called like that. But
You watched The Last Dance?
No, that documentary about.
I like go home.
We need to put him on.
Just
carry on anyhow, bro.
Yeah. So her eyes were yellow. You see how our white bits are white. Hers were just yellow. And it's a sign of like liver disease, and her liver was failing on her. So with that, I left. Said my ma'asalama. Of course, made dua for her and things like that, and I told my Hoya as well. She was making dua and things like that as well. And then I went back to my department, testing and things like that. And I think the week after, I happened to see the surgeon in the hallways, and he recognized me, like, oh, how are you? Blah blah blah. He said, thank you for translating. It was really helpful and things like that. And then I asked the next question, is she getting the liver? And he said, we thought about it hard and long, but she's not getting it. Oh. So she's not getting a transplant. He said, she's quite old. Not all 70s. Not they don't really consider transplants for those kind of ages. And things like that. She was quite frail, and she might not be able to handle the surgery and the recovery and stuff like that.
Because she's high risk? Is that why?
Yeah, exactly. High risk. And
as well,
exactly. And this is very, very morbid. But in thinking of a way, who would get the most use out of it? If they give it to a 30-year-old, that's another 40, 45 years. With her, however many years she got left.
That is the reality.
Yeah, of course.
And
it's transplant priority list and things like that.
And also, like you said, even if they do decide to give it to her, she might not be able to handle the recovery process, and then it might end up it doesn't actually impact her quality of life. Man.
Did you hear anything about it afterwards, or?
No, not really, because I did placement there. I was a student, so. After my course, I finished.
For her, man.
I mean, everyone, please make dua. This was I think 2 years ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago.
It's a small community. So if anyone knows her from like all the fans that watch, all the family that watch, let us know, man. We want to know, inshallah, if she's doing all right. Yeah.
Ameen. But yeah.
Okay, cool. So what I was going to ask you more about now was, unless you guys have any more questions regarding any.
We're here for vibes, bro.
Okay. So you're doing this, right? A serious field, an important field. What got you to the TikTok content creating side? which is more entertainment? Like, what is it? Is it more informative, or you just want to have a vibe? Like, what? I find it really cool. I actually enjoy it. I'll be honest with you.
Thank you.
I want to know about it.
It's always weird. I'm not calling fans because of course I'm not big, but like people coming up to you and actually saying like, I appreciate what you do and stuff like that. Like once, like a few weeks ago, I went up to Birmingham to speak at like a Somali conference, the British Somali Medical Association, and they help. Thank you. Yeah, and that's an association. If you're a healthcare professional, you should try to get into that. No, we accept anyone. Don't worry.
When's the next one?
I don't know. They do.
You can see me in the next one.
But
He's not even joking.
So you can't dump me.
No. But yeah, they run events all the time and things like that. So I went up there. And then, I did some promo because, they asked me to, you're speaking, can you make a quick post on that? And while I was there, people coming up to me, like happy, like, yo, I watch your content, I watch this, and it's the weirdest feeling. Like you might probably get it as well. Like, no, I'm saying, well, like, I'm not even trying to do it on a big ego thing at all.
My thing, I'm small. It's very humbling.
I'm small,
It's different. No one's used to the idea of someone liking something you've done that you just
exactly.
Yeah,
like
100%,
when you just said that, it's like it's a weird feeling to me. But I just wanted to educate people on several things. Like I said, the physiologist thing, not many people know where it is. Also, vaping, snus, things like that. Smart whip.
I thought you was into sports because I thought it was physiotherapist. So
again, that's what I was trying to say. He was not listening. He was not listening.
On the TikTok messages. When you messaged the first time saying this is what I do, my initial thought of what's a physiotherapist going to tell me about vaping and balloons?
Oh,
then I have to Google what it was. It's totally different.
Allow you.
Not now. Obviously, I'm not asking questions. I know it's just like laughing.
But
I'm informed. But tell us more about that in terms of what are you trying to do with the content? Is it just to be informative? Have you got plans to do more? Or?
Yeah, so it's, of course, inshallah, I'll carry on, try to get bigger, and raise awareness, like I said, about vaping, about, balloons and things like that, try to get a bigger platform.
And you're the secret weapon for Beta Squad, right?
Pardon?
You're the secret weapon for Beta Squad.
Of course. Yeah, of course. I'm the secret weapon. I help them out.
He'll explain them.
I was just, trying to make some content on that, just saying that, things you need to do.
For that match, the AMP Beta Squad match.
Of course, you
made content telling them, listen, you're not playing this AMP, guys.
That's what you need to do, you need to make sure that you sleep, because, sleep is very important. No more vapes and things like that. So,
But this type of content could go viral, because you see bare little, like, guys who give advice or doctors or whatever, whatnot, they all have their own little TikTok pages, and you get stupid views for it.
And also, I feel like
it's mad stupid views.
When people from your country, from your background, your community see you, they resonate more with it. And also,
we don't have many.
And also, they might feel more comfortable to ask you certain questions that they're going through that they wouldn't necessarily ask someone who's not from there.
It's a point of reference as well, isn't it? It's if someone, I don't know, let's say there's someone that's snoring in their family and it's really affecting the household, whatever. Rather than them going to a GP and they know, I follow you. Just DM you quickly.
Physiologist.
And we have a natural, as ethnics, not even just Somalis, we have a natural fear for doctors anyhow. Like we don't really tell them everything.
Of course,
do you get it? So when you see one of your own, it's a lot easier to let them know.
Of course,
and also you'll have a lot more of an understanding of those profiles of people. So if they're saying, like, bro, as far as the hospital's concerned, I've never smoked in my life. Because they tell you, have you smoked? Nope. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But it's Huh?
Always like,
I've never said I smoked. My mom's right next, when I'm a kid, my mom's right next to me when I go sometimes.
Things like that.
No, I hear that, but at the same time,
I've never said it in my life.
Bro, like,
I've never said it. Honest to God, I've never. I've never said it.
Next to him, bro. You can't.
I'm talking when I'm like 18, 19. Obviously.
Oh no, okay, but you wasn't smoking at 18, 19. I'm talking about now.
No, I'm talking about obviously I was smoking shisha these times.
If you went now, would you say it? Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm 32, bro. Of course I would now.
Just checking.
I'm talking about when I was young.
Okay, yeah. No, I thought you meant like now. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna hide shisha from him. He's trying to save my life. I'm saying, no, I don't smoke, bro. Tell us. No, I don't, bro.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's important. I think you said point of reference or something.
Yeah, well, that's my whole thing. Trying to represent, educate people, and let people know that they can get into these kind of things. It's very accessible. And just to show people what's going on.
I think you're on the balance, right? Because it's informative, but it's entertaining.
I
generally watched it.
I try to do both. Yeah.
It's definitely
it's like that guy that does science where he talks like a roadman. Have you seen it?
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
That's so I don't know who he done it. Was it with no behaviour done it? Was he just somebody anyhow? But it's crazy. But I was actually taking it in.
And he's talking about
the science reaction. I think his name is Big Manny. I think that's his name.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he does those kind of
Yeah,
things.
shout out to him, man. That's
That's
serious
wicked.
stuff.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that content.
definitely.
Well, I was going to
yeah.
ask you, what does the future hold? What's your next steps? What are you trying to do? Are you staying in the same position, or is there higher positions in your role?
In terms of my
your
actual
career,
job.
your actual
Oh
career.
yeah.
sorry.
So right now, like I said, I just started kind of the lowest rung kind of thing, and you can go up, you can specialize, you can do more things, you can do more testing, and you can do bigger and better things, and you can so into managing and things like that. And of course, at the end of the day, that's the aim. Right now, working at NHS, you can go into private as well. And, some people don't really like that, but that's where the money is.
Yeah.
Where you're working at Cromwell Hospital, these different hospitals and things like that. So that's what some people's aims are. Now I'm trying to stay in the NHS. Try help the people.
That's incredible. That's very admirable.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro, we're
well,
super
make it
proud of
easy for
you.
you, like,
Like
definitely.
we've had a lot of guests come on,
Yeah.
and a lot of times it's either content creators, entertainers. We've not had people that have come that are informative. As much as we've
Especially
laughed,
at your age as well.
Especially,
Yeah,
I won't tell you what I was doing at 22, 23. You want this?
Well, like,
You want this?
Bros,
I mean,
Shisha, bro.
hoodlum. I'm telling you
I
right
was-
now,
I
you're
was
the
on the high street
hoodlum
somewhere,
right
bro. I'll
now,
be
bro.
rude. You know,
One was smoking shisha, the other one was sleeping.
Yeah, no.
right there.
Yeah, the reason we can laugh and have a vibe is because honestly, like, bro, you're a good vibe, but also we're extremely proud of you. I don't know if that shows why we're talking, but we are. One question the last question before we lock it off is there any advice, whether it's in your field, whether as a content creator, that you would like to give the people watching today? It can be anything, by the way. It doesn't have to be related to anything you said.
Yeah,
whatever.
just put down the vapes. What are you doing, you man? But it's a thing of vaping. Of course, genetic component to addiction and things like that. But try lessen it. We don't know the long term effects of it and things like that. Try reduce. You can get help. You can go to your GP and try wean off it slowly, and things like that. But yeah, so just try look after yourself. Try sleep, Westside. Things like that are very
less sleep
important.
for him.
Less sleep.
I'll try
More
less
sleep for
sleep,
you.
less sleep.
More for me, less
Yeah.
Take his hours.
Yeah, shuffle it around a bit. But yeah, so like I said, that's my aim, trying to educate people and let people know what my field is. Not many people know it. Try show people, you can do these kind of things, and because someone that looks like them is doing it, that means they can do it as well, 100%. That's what the message I'm trying to spread and things like that, and entertain people as well.
No, facts.
And I'm trying to spread awareness, and thank you guys so much for having me on this.
Yeah,
podcast.
No,
Thank you for coming on,
we're
bro.
gonna plug it.
Yeah.
Make sure we plug it all the time. People
it's
can
gonna
follow
be-
it.
it's gonna be
we're gonna
there.
plug it. I'm gonna
Flying
go on that.
Physiologist.
Yeah.
On
And
TikTok.
also, I'll make it easy for you.
Say that again. Sorry.
Yeah.
So on TikTok it's the Flying Physiologist. You're
The
gonna see it on the screen and on the
Physiologist.
description as well.
right here. Flying
Westside
Physiologist.
used to do it.
follow
It's
me.
never in the place.
Yeah.
Never.
No, but we're gonna put on.
there.
It's gonna be in the descriptions anyhow, and obviously with the
Yeah,
clips
thank
you're gonna be added. So
Yeah, of course.
it's gonna
of
be
course.
all over the place, bro. Thank you so much for coming.
Of course, well, I thank
You're
you
a friend of
guys
the
so
show. You're
much.
not just a guest. You're a friend of the show. We're
Thank you so
super
much,
proud
you
of you.
guys. Well, I appreciate
May Allah
it.
make it easy for you in your
I
ventures in
mean-
terms of what you're doing, the content
I
creating
mean-
side as well.
I mean,
Less sleep, Westside. More
Yeah.
sleep, sharp.
I'll see you at the
Stop
next
faking the
convention.
doctor.
Dr. Izzy.
Before I let Westside wrap it up,
convention.
I'm gonna let
Dr.
Westside wrap it up. Just one thing, guys. The barbecue is not a joke. We are doing a barbecue. It's an FIO barbecue. Please look out for it on the Instagram. We're gonna have the link for the tickets. It's gonna be sold online, and once we get the date confirmed, which should be inshallah in the next couple of days,
Yeah.
it's gonna be all out on Instagram. West,
Fucking hell.
roll us out.
Man didn't even breathe there, bro.
What's that? I have to come with a bit of professionalism. You're not taking the piss the last couple
Oh,
months. so
sorry, boss.
Guys, we hope you
Sharp
enjoyed
acting shine,
today's
man.
episode. If you obviously have give him a follow, watch his content. If you like it, of course, make sure you share it around as well. Make sure you share this video as well. And Izzy, make sure you dab at the next convention.
And also, if they have
We're
questions,
locked in
you'll
now.
answer it, right? If
We're
people
locked
have
in.
questions,
yeah, of course.
yeah. So if you
any
also if you have questions, same way we were asking questions, like DM him, ask questions,
the
and help
question,
you answer.
more time, more about career and stuff like that. If you ask me about medical advice, some brothers ask me, I have a brain systems. I'm like, yo, that's not me. Go to your GP. I'm saying any career advice, things you need to do, what courses you can study, how to get into physiology.
That's incredible, man.
DM me
100%.
on TikTok. And I try respond, inshallah. But yeah, that's.
But yeah,
Nah,
guys,
that's
we
what
hope
man.
you enjoyed today's episode. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like Ev said, we out.